Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Today I'm going to be talking about a sports card topic, unlike yesterday, but I wanted to get into the churning group that owns PSA, aka Collectors Universe, and they're in on it with Nat Turner, they're in on it with Steve Cohn, who owns the Mets, and the same guys are involved with Golden Auctions. The Churning Group, from my memory, has put in $40 million in Golden Auctions. Golden Auctions has done pretty well this year. And my observation is Golden, they're taking in all this money, they're taking in all this outside money, seed money, whatever you want to call it, when they're hot. And I think that is better than if they are buying. Whoever is buying, I think, is making probably a long term bet because in the short term, they're probably going to get hosed in the next few years. Everyone is going to be hurting in the next few years, or most people. And I think they're doing it from a long term play because ultimately the US society is a little dysfunctional. You're probably going to see a lower dollar and higher inflation later this decade. Right now, we do see inflation, no doubt about it, but I think the trend is going to reverse in the next few years. And it may surprise many people. That being said, the Churning Group also used to own a majority stake in Barstool Sports, and that is very popular. They did sell a decent amount to a gambling company. I believe it's Penn Gaming, something like that. And it was a sale for $450 million, and more of Barstool Sports will be transferred to Penn in the coming years. And I find it really interesting what Barstool Sports and what Golden Auctions did was they are coming with a content deal where Golden Auction is going to be doing a lot of content now, but it's going to be done through Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports has many viewers, okay? They have probably hundreds and thousands of people that look at that site on a daily basis. Now you add in the fact that you'll have content regarding sports cards to people that probably aren't looking at it intensely as people like me, some of my followers here, people on YouTube, they're following it intensely. Now, we may get a new group of individuals to the sports card market right around the time where it's probably not the best idea to get into sports card. And on a side note, I always remember Kwame Brown. He always talks about this go along, get along gang. And what I find quite interesting is the Churning Group is big on the collectibles industry. They are investing in PSA, aka Collectors Universe. They are invested deeply in Golden Auctions, and now they're going to use media because they already own a portion of Barstool Sports from my research. And they are, even though they're going to give some of that share to Penn Gaming in the coming years, they still own it. They did a content deal. And in this content deal, what I see happening is more eyeballs in the sports card market. And here's the thing when there appears to be some sort of conflict of interest, I tend to be skeptical of it. Some people will be, who cares if they own all these entities? Well, I'll look at a company like Amazon. Bezos used to run this, or he's going to step down soon. I don't remember when. But he also owns the Washington Post. So when you have the Washington Post and you own the biggest company out there, one of the biggest companies, is the newspaper going to be hard on you guys? Are they going to be critical of you? They may, some articles, but not so much. There's a lot of criticism going around of Amazon. And granted, I use it, but a lot of workers, they don't like Amazon for some of the conditions. And could it be a conflict in interest? Yes, it could. And now I'm looking at it where you got one of the biggest companies out there investing in sports card market, and they're like, okay, let's do a deal with one of the companies we own to get more people in on this game. And when I see something like this, the alarm bells, like I said, go ding, 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 ding. And that's where I'm like, okay, why are they doing this? Sure, you can make money, but you're trying to get more viewers in on this at the time where this market is still hot, no doubt about it. But at the same time, this would probably make more sense maybe a few years ago, where the people who will be on Barstool Sports, they're going to be like, hey, I got to buy because this Ken Golden guy sounds very convincing. And maybe there could be a YouTube content creator that is going to be on Barstool Sports now. Maybe that's really popular. I'm just making this up. I'm just throwing an example. And this guy may sound really convincing. He's been investing in the card market for a few years. Then all these people jump in. Now, what does this remind me of? I remember when the media in February was pushing NBA Top Shot like crazy. And I even talked about it the other day. I was talking about how it probably make more sense to get into NBA Top Shot when no one's really talking about it right now. Season's going to be over and there's going to be Olympics, even though the U.S. players aren't doing so well right now. I do expect them to do better once the real games come up. Putting that aside, ESPN was touting NBA Top Shot. You had McAfee, that punter, that guy who has a YouTube channel. I used to watch his content. He was talking about NBA Top Shot. There were people on YouTube, content creators, talking about NBA Top Shot, etc., etc. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that some people from NBA Top Shot allegedly told YouTubers that, hey, we're going to pay you to do some advertising. Now, I'm not against advertising, but this was right around the time when it was getting hot. And I'm really skeptical when multiple people are hyping it. And when multiple people hype it, when it wasn't really talked about that much, that's probably not the best time to buy. And like I mentioned, that week I did the video, avoid NBA Top Shot like the plague. That was close to the top for NBA Top Shot. And the media announced, oh, look, there's all these seed investors in NBA Top Shot. MJ's in on it. Durant's in on it. Some other big private equity guys were in on it as well. So I'm looking at it, okay, when this content comes on Barstool Sports, I want to see how many people that weren't involved in the sports card industry are now going to get on it. And at the same time, Barstool Sports is owned partially by the Churning Group. And then on top of it, Golden Auctions has money put in by the Churning Group. So I may be thinking too much of it, but ultimately I am skeptical of the same owner getting involved in the media. I don't trust the media, to be honest with you. I do my own research. I have multiple family members from my side and my wife's side. They believe everything that the media says to them, or they believe at least a lot more than I do. I'm skeptical. I do my own research. I do my own homework. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going to tell you that I'm wrong. But ultimately, when I see all of this going on, you could call it the go along, get along gang, and no one's really talking about it. You have to remember also some of these YouTube channels, some of them that I like, they interviewed Nat Turner, I think a month ago. And I don't know that many people criticizing Nat Turner. Sure, he's free of what to do, but it seems shady what he's doing. And doing all the things that he did. I talked about in that video about how he owns, he's going to do a deal with Golden. And then on top of it, they decide to raise prices on all these cards. So no one's really going to send their cards to PSA unless they know it's a PSA 9 or a 10. But the rumor is that there's some sort of population control from PSA. So it is what it is, guys. Anyways, are you guys skeptical like I am? Maybe I'm the only one, but I'm just thinking out loud. Anyways, guys, I'd love to hear your opinion. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. And another thing, if I don't respond to your comment, don't take it the wrong way. I do read your comments, though. Sometimes YouTube does delete some of the comments or doesn't allow the comments to be shown. It must be because it may have violated some sort of terms of service. So, just a FYI. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.